Alright, we are back, and once again, we are recording. I think I'm getting into the old video editing. This one I can tell you right now, we're gonna try to do a lot of cuts. It's gonna be different from the last episode, and try to let me know which is preferred. I think when I do the fast forward, it has a little bit more continuity. When I do the cuts, the fast forward, is it interesting? I don't know, because, nothing's happening, right? But you do get to see me click around and, tell people to hunt deer and then decide to go away from it, so... whatever looks better, whatever you guys like more, all three of you, so... The thing that we need to get done now is we need to get these pigs out of here. They come into our area, and they leave their corpses about. It's unsanitary. It's unwanted. Laura joined, and we have 1 million people now. We really need to get some people off the map. So that's going to be, our next move. Because right now we have enough raid points that I would estimate we could get stuff with mechs, and we don't really have anything set up. I really need some form of EMP to be able to deal with mechs, or a psychic shock lance, something that would help us against mechs. And right now we don't have that, so I would prefer not to lose immediately. So what we are going to focus on, we want our new people to be in our colony, and by that I mean we don't want them out on the road. So we're going to look at our tribal starts, and we're going to try to decide who do we actually not care if they're around right now. So the nice thing about sending a plant guy on the road is they're going to be able to forage for themselves, so they don't have to take as much food. They can live off the land a lot better. Vectricum's going to stay. So I know these two are going to stay, just because... Well, actually, should he stay? He doesn't really do anything, actually. Blue can be on the road. Blue is a great on-the-road person. Maybe just our 2 super immunes. No, that's our constructor. We want our constructor. So it's between Bara and Vectricam. We don't have anybody else that plants, really. If I looked at that correctly. Come back here. Yes, nobody else knows how to plant, so you stay. And so it's gonna be, what did I say? This guy, right? Yeah. No. This guy. Yes. Those two. These two are out of here. I do want them to take... No, we got a pump shotgun. Laura likes a shotgun. She's good with it. And then, of course, you can't do anything. You're not a fighter. You're a lover. So we're going to get on the road. And they're going to take whatever they can take. And maybe go attack this. Although they would need probably somebody else to go attack that with them. Do I want to attack that? Yeah, I want to attack that. So we're gonna send those two. I wish it maintained. Who did I say? Vectricam and Blue, and then we'll send as Bobo and Cacao guy. Cacao as Bobo, Vectricam, Blue. Send. Go back. Grab a bunch of stuff to get it off of our map, and a bunch of this stuff to get it off of our map. This. Keep one Molotov. Actually, keep our flamebow. Get rid of the Molotov, and it's perfect. Send. Good. Go. Gone. Nice. Well, Somebody died. Didn't really see why. Oh, they died to infection. Sure, we expected that to happen anyway. So, you know, sometimes you have infections. There's not a whole lot anybody could have done about it. And you are super sad. Also, why? Because there's a million dead pigs. And I took my constructor on the road, which maybe was not intelligent, but it's where they are. And we have arrived. Time to go shoot some people. Show them our good Christian values of having guns and machine pistols while they have stupid bows. The heathens. What do these guys believe in? Oh, they believe in they believe in Christianity. Okay, well, the heathens, they don't use guns, and everybody knows guns are sacred to our religion, so how foolish. Alright, now we're gonna take their stuff, and then we're gonna split off. We're gonna send our two. I mostly just did this to load up the caravan with food. Like, you'll notice this is this was a hunting site, so we're gonna butcher some stuff, and we're gonna hang out here for a second while we get a bunch of food so that they can survive the winter outside. We should also make sure that they have proper attire. They can go buy it though too, so that's not like super critical. Let's grab, I don't really care to grab all of the herb that I can, but we'll do it like that. You guys can sleep here. You can also sleep here. You can also butcher, do forever. I already set that up. You can go kill these. And the turkeys. It's almost Thanksgiving. Go get some turkeys. And then, yeah, that's it. Looks good. Shoot 'em. Plague. Alright, Lara might be short-lived. That's neat. We will try to save her. And we do have a doctor, so actually, I think Lara's probably going to be fine. But you do need to... Man, I wish I was better at this game. You need to stop doing what you're doing and go take a nap. And you need to repair. Alright, that's pretty good. We can also preach, so actually we should get our priest to actually be a priest. So this is going to make them a cleric. I guess it's not a priest, but I say priest. Bara has to stare at them while they talk. They probably just ramble nonsense, and Bara's like, yeah, it's totally good. Not unlike what I'm doing now. And then we are going to preach. This gives Lara a 25% increase in her tending, so it just repairs faster. And you repair people, that's just actually the verb. Like, if you ever go to a hospital, they're like, yeah, we're repairing these patients, they're broken, fix them up. So, this looks good. We have killed some things. And yeah, probably enough hunters or cooks. Alright, and I think we have, I think these guys, they're starting to get this little clock, which means they're standing around doing nothing. So they want to get back on the road. They're saying they're tired of being there. That's all well and good. We will send everybody, pick up everything, grab our stuff, and any stuff that they have. Maybe we'll grab the steel, and the chairs are good. and then we will send. Do a send, do a split. We want Blue and Bactrochem are out and about for the duration. These two are gonna grab, maybe they can take like 2 meals. That'll give them half a day to get home. They can take the heavy stuff that I would prefer them to take back to our base. What is so heavy? Oh, these bows and stuff? Oh yeah, okay. You can take those, and... yeah, I'm just making it so that the 2 can move. It's kind of unfortunate that I'm gonna have to take a bunch of the stuff that I didn't really want to take back. But oh well, whatever, who cares? And so these guys will return home. They can move. These guys cannot move, but with the power of dropping things off on the ground, we can get them to move again. All that stuff is like not worth all that much anyway, so. Alright, they're gonna go trade. It's 3 days away. And they will have a good time doing that. Lara is wandering around mad, as she has been doing ever since we recruited her. Not great, but she is going to survive the plague, I believe. It would be very hard to fail this at this point, so I'm just going to let her wander around, and she can be sad if she wants. That's her decision. Maybe they are sad because we're out of food. Alright, well, we are starving again. I should really, like, I guess hunt stuff. We've also got a warg, you can see. He's pretending like he's not going to come over and immediately start hunting my people, but I guarantee he will. It's only a matter of time. So I think what we need to do is maybe get some of this donkey going on and unrestrict our hunter, which is Coco. He'll be good because he has burden, so it's actually fine that he's unrestricted. There's like Manhunter is the thing that I'm the most worried about, and I think like being hunted, he's going to be able to outrun a burdened animal. So that should be fun. They're doing some tree praying. They've got a tree up here. Man, we're just all about trees. We could do a party of God. That would not be a bad move. Maybe we'll do a party of God. Let's try that out. Get some development points. So I didn't really go too into it, but I am playing a fluid religion. And the way I like to play that is once we develop the religion to where I can reform it, I can add 1 meme, and then I can modify like 1 ritual is usually what I kind of restrict myself to. Technically, when you reform, you're able to completely reform it, but I think it's more thematic if like you keep what you already believe in, but then you also just kind of add on to it based on what we've been doing a lot of. I think what we've been doing a lot of on this run is like killing people. We've slaughtered, countless, both innocent and guilty alike. So I don't know. We'll decide what we do that when the time. We'll decide what we do with that when the time comes for it. But for right now, we're gonna burn our tree down, which is what you do with a Christmas tree. You light it on fire and then it's done. And it was unforgettable, which means we get 8 mood and we get 2 points. Oh, there it is. It recharges Psi Focus, which is pretty useless, but he's loving it. Look at all that Psi Focus. He doesn't have to stare at a wall for a long time. Everybody's happy. I think we got some food, which is a big proponent of making people happy. We have 88 silver, so I don't know why I'm even looking at that. We can afford nothing because we are poor. We can keep working on walls here, I think. So our caravan did make it to their 3-day journey. We're checking out what we want to get rid of, what we want to trade for. Maybe we keep our beef. Does it spoil? Yeah, it spoils. So we don't keep our beef. We're gonna have to buy new food though, which kind of sucks because survival meals are not free. I would like to get a gun. That would be ideal if they had a decent gun. Which they don't. That's cool. I didn't want a gun, actually. Shock lance. I like shock lance. Yeah, we'll do a shock lance. They have some amount of food. And I think we're selling everything else that is worth selling. Cap. Yeah, that looks fine. We'll keep the bed so that they can sleep on the way home. Alright, good work all. Back to making the walls. Well, it finally got cold enough that our crops be dying, but look at those walls, holy smokes. The only other thing that happened during that is a caravan came by and I sold them like some broken guns for 80 silver. I didn't think it was relevant to our story, so you missed it. Alright, so remember my idea of unroofing to make it so that they're not in darkness while they do this? You can see that that didn't work because there's a tree there now, so I could put flooring there, but I think what I'm actually going to do is just put a light, because that's, like, not that hard, and probably what I should have done to begin with, but, you know, at least we tried that out. That was pretty cool. I'm, of course, referring to the roof missing right above the interaction spot, which did not work as well as I thought it would. Alright, perfect. So, these guys are almost back. Nothing happened. And I think they're just gonna chill on our base. They're just gonna watch the perimeter. Because they really can't be in here until there's 2 things I want to get before I let them come back, which is EMP and smoke launcher. And then I think we'll probably be fine against mechs. We did also destroy our sniper rifle, so we probably need to get something that's long range again, because we don't have anything. And I should get rid of the roof, because nobody cares about that. We installed our chairs. Those are nice. Look at those chairs. And I don't know. What else happened? Nothing. Yeah. Pretty much walls and chairs. So they made it back to their destination, and what I like to do here is you go to where they're standing on your base, and then they can't get ambushed, and they're still, you know, they're outside and technically still caravanning, but they can't get ambushed over your base like that. Now, if these two got ambushed, I'm not too concerned about it. I think they'd get attacked by like one thing, but I just don't want to get disrupted a bunch. But little trick that you can do is, since they're, I don't know, it sort of makes sense. They're close enough to your base that no raider would attack them, right? I think the actual reason is the game can't handle doing overlapping maps. Like when a map wants to spawn in whether it be an event map or a settled map, or like a regular map. I think the game wants to be able to create a unique map for the coordinate. That's what it seems like. Basing that on nothing but guesses. I guess Lara dropped her gun at some point. She can go get that. I think Lara finally got over her problems with the world. I think she came to Jesus and repented. The Christmas tree party really inspired her, I think. She realizes that she's walking the path of the righteous and is no longer mental breaking literally every day. Got 17 grass. It's a good amount of grass. It's not quite 20, but we're getting there. And I think winter is going to be mild enough that, like, we did lose some crops on the 5th or 6th, but the 7th is the coldest day, and the fact that we still have crops out there is pretty neato mosquito. Why did you claim that? Why is that our home? Let's not... Our base is far enough along. I let it draw the home at the beginning. Oh, I should clear that too. That is definitely not our home. I usually like to let it, while I'm like building my initial base, let it draw it, but once you get kind of stabilized, I think it's better to declare where you want your home area. The home area is where they will decide to clean things. It's where they'll decide to repair things, so it's very important that you have all your like structures covered with home area. Otherwise, they'll just let it fall to ruin and be like, whatever, I don't live there, it's not my problem. And we should probably start doing some other forms of production. Well, we can wait for electricity. I was thinking maybe we'd switch over to field stove, but we don't even have any steel anyway, except for when we had 1,000,000 steel and then I used it all immediately. This is also going to collapse, so I should probably not do both of these walls at the same time. Ah, it collapsed anyway. Very good. Expert play. Well, in stark contrast to how we've been living prior to this, we have not been attacked in a minute. Not that I'm complaining. I was getting tired of digging graves to put corpses. We could also see, so this is one of the mods I had, see what our wealth is currently looking like, so not bad. I try to, once this gets up to like 30k, that's where I'm really, if I have only 5 people and I don't have EMP and stuff, it's very, very questionable. You guys have no food. So we are going to get some more food by shooting things, and hopefully we can get our boys out on the road some food. Manhunter pack. Well, that is very easily solved. Do the old shut the door, do the old go to the walls. The only thing I'm concerned about is these guys don't have much food left. They are in dire straits, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that, and I don't think they'll die for the duration of the cougars. We did get some meat hunted, by the way. A couple days have passed. Maybe not a couple days. Some amount of time has passed. We also just finished electricity, which is nice. We are going to do I don't know, what do I want? What do I want next? Geothermal is hugely beneficial, but I think I always have a soft spot for advanced lights because it's so cheap and it's actually like, it just makes lighting more efficient and it gives you the floodlight. And I think a floodlight right here would be very nice. So we're gonna do that one. Lara's, I should not be wasting wood on that fire, actually, as we immediately run out of wood. We're out of wood. We're low on food. These guys are out of food. What is the play? I kind of want to wait until some of them are wandering away. So I think we're gonna do that. We can grab another research bench too. There's no reason to not have, to just have somebody standing there. Come on guys, go do it. Are we getting levers? Nope. Because I think if there were like 4, I would run that through our traps. I'd be okay with that, just to get them out of here. I just think with 7, we're gonna end up having to fight like 3 of them. There, one wandered away. Oh, and we got a tree. Coco, let's see it. Let's see it. Do a good job. I didn't know Lara could pray. She can pray to the tree. She's a tribe child. How are you a tribe child and you get abducted and you become a genie? That is insane. How unlucky. Just picked up by a spaceship, turned into a genie, says, alright, tribal child, you are an engineer now. And then she was. But she's found her way back, full circle, praying to the tree. Good old Jesus tree. Alright, we did it. We're linked. What did we get? What did we win? Ooh, that's a huge one. That's actually, it makes everybody vomit. So, like, I'll demonstrate on my priest. You'll notice that I shouldn't have done that because it's a Manhunter pack, but hopefully he doesn't wander outside. He will now be nauseated for a moment, or he won't at all. Or I have no idea what I'm talking about. Why didn't that do anything? Can that not hit friendly fire? I'm like confident that that can hit friendly fire. Maybe they were asleep so their brain doesn't feel it. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Are they sick now? Nope. Just completely negated it by being unconscious. Let's hit them. Let's hit them while they're researching. Yeah, now they have it. So yeah, I guess so. Since they were unconscious, apparently they can't get nauseated by that. The more you know. So you can see they're vomiting. That's very useful when you're fighting because, yep, and then they stagger around because that stops them from firing at you, you know. Very, very strong tactically. We have 5 of these guys. I'm gonna send it because I want to be done with this. I want them to be out of here. Go shoot one. Hey. Hey. Get. Nice. Do you like the way nothing ever hits? Never. Wouldn't dream of actually hitting a shot with my, who was it that shot? 5 shooting. Yeah, that's okay. That's not very good. Alright, amazing. One down. Then, oh, and we've got two dudes. Actually, let's just let our dudes handle it. Surely they're going to get attacked, right? Alright, you guys are moderate malnutrition. We're just gonna have you come in and eat some food. Eat some food, be sad. Yep, immediately go on a mental break. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, nutrient paste. We're struggling with food, so nutrient paste seems pretty good. Are these leaving? Or are they gonna kill that guy? Yeah. Yeah. Get him! Get him! Shoot him! Okay. Not great. We're gonna go out and about because I'm pretty sure they're done. There's still that one over there. Larry's gonna go scout it out. What's that guy doing? Get him out of here. Alright, and we are back to hunting. We are hunting boars and donkeys. That seems fine. We should also chop this stuff down. Harvest and chop wood. We are in trouble. This mild winter, I tell you what, I am not very good at making sure we have food. You would think I would be good at it because it's like the most important thing to keep track of. And I have a little zone. Is gonna show I have a little zone that, like, when this doesn't have anything here, it means they don't have any food. So I should notice that, but I don't seem to. And I think I made my hunter not hunt anymore. Plague? We just had that. Doctor help. And the other guy who has the plague is this guy? No? Somebody has the plague. Is it my... Why does that happen? It's my priest. I hate this game. Man, that sucks. They're, like, probably gonna die. Because I'm pretty sure they have, like... As a high mate, they have, like, a I suck at surviving. Is that true? Well, maybe it's not true. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Well, maybe they'll live then. Who's my best person? The guy who has... is dying of malnutrition. Awesome. And you have a... You have one. You have one skill. Okay, well, that's not great. So what we're gonna do is... that's gonna make everybody mad, but whatever. You are going to become our cleric. You are going to become our cleric, and you are going to preach health on this idiot for getting cancer. Where are you? And then Maybe this guy will survive, but probably not. I mean, my luck is he won't. Like, he'll just die. It's practically guaranteed. Let's see if we can buy some food so that we don't all die into starvation. And sell stuff that we can sell. Seems fine. Okay. We have food. We have food, we have good medicine. I do not understand why you're not resting. Oh, because you're eating, okay. Sure, fine. Fine, eat food. And if somebody goes and harvests at some point, we could have some rice also, that would be cool. At least, you're not even, like, guaranteed to survive, are you? That sucks. Yeah, that was a bad tend. That, ugh. The high mate's, like, pretty much definitely dead, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a lot of faith that they're gonna live. Oh, what is this? They're 3% ahead. Can we get there? Can we get there with good medicine? And our real dude that knows how to do something is no longer literally dying from malnutrition. So he's gonna do a great job. Oh my god. Our priest is saved. We did it. Bago is going to continue to be our priest. Amazing. Bara's gonna live too. Everybody's gonna live. We've got meat and potatoes. We've got corn. The day is truly saved. And to celebrate, we're gonna go have a tantrum, go punch some walls, get all rowdy, do a sad wander. It's really not that bad, guys. Like, come on. Sure, you almost starved to death because there was an extremely mild winter where it stopped growing for like a day, but, you know, maybe you should have thought about that and stockpiled some food. Got an exotic goods trader. Don't think we have anything that we can trade here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Apparently we had a donkey join event because we have 2 donkeys. I will sell those. Goodbye, donkeys. I would like to have some Glitter World medicine so that we don't lose our people. 5 is fine. That's enough to take care of any threat. I'd like a book too. I always like a book. Books like make them happy, and it either trains skills or trains research, both extremely useful. We're gonna go with skills. Because I don't care about chocolate. I'm not gonna plant chocolate anyway. Okay, so some time has passed, maybe about a day. We've stabilized our food situation. Everybody's had a big cry. There were like 2 or 3 mental breaks amongst the squad, as one does. Very unhappy times, but hopefully that book will help. I am just going around kind of getting any sort of extra food I can get. And I think it's time to start doing electricity, so start switching some of our stuff over that is not electric into is electric. such as making a wood fire generator, which is what I tried to click on like 16 times there and failed. We're going to put that in our workshop. Seems like a workshop-ish thing to have. We're going to put it down instead of in the middle. I like biofuel refining also. Actually, we need to start getting the guns. Guns and armor would be better than that. Because we also need to get our boys back out there. We just don't have enough food. Like, they just don't... We don't have enough food, and we don't have anything that we can really trade, because I'm keeping this Psych Lance. But the Psych Lance is fine. I mean, the Psych Lance, even if we had a mech thing right now, I think the Psych Lance would help us enough. We would just have to spend it. But that's okay. We're going to shoot an alpaca. But yeah, once we get a little bit more food, I'm going to get them going again. And maybe I should start growing a little bit more stuff. We are going to... Yeah, I'm going to grow a little bit more stuff. We're going to get some fungus going, just in case if we have... you know, I mean, that winter lasted like 2 days, and I completely ran out of food. So the nice thing about fungus is it'll grow through the winter, so I can be an idiot and still not die. Fungus grows in the dark, in the heat. That's why we're putting it over a heat vent. And that'll heat itself. Actually, since it's going to become summer, it'll probably just overheat and they'll all be upset that they have to go in there. But I don't care, we need food. And that's a good way to get some food started, of course. Goodbye, food. Come on, guys. It's not hard. Let's not sleep right now. What if we didn't sleep, and instead we went and got what little food we have out there cut down? Alright, a creep joiner. So this comes from Anomaly. I don't think we've had one of these yet. These guys are helpful in whatever ways that they're helpful. They all do various things. This guy's a joyous disturbing, which means everybody will have a buff for him being around, but then he also will ramble a lot and give them a minus. So this one's kind of weird because I think that's going to be like a net neutral. I pretty much always accept these though, just because why not? They're free. But he is going to be so free that he's immediately going to leave the colony and be out on the road. And he comes with food, so he can go eat his food outside. I don't want him on here right now. He can go out there and hang out, and then maybe we can go raid a gold. That gold seems pretty easy. That's 2 people. Oh, it ends in 7 hours, so that's not going to be easy. Yeah. We're gonna get some food, and we're gonna get our boys back out there. Back at Trim and Blue. Inspired teaming. How good are you at doing anything? Was Bara? You got an or no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 3? You got an inspired taming and you have the ability to handle a 3 animal? Are you kidding me? You can go like tame... Maybe you could have tamed a donkey if there's a donkey on the map. Could you tame a muffalo? I don't even know. It doesn't even tell me because you have to... It goes based off your best character. So like obviously my best tamer can do that. Yeah, 6? Like what could you possibly tame, Para? You can like tame... You could tame an already tamed dog. is like the caliber of your taming. Why is that your inspiration? Not that it really matters. I usually like ignore that completely, but kind of funny. Usually inspired taming doesn't happen on anybody that's less than 5 taming skill. I wanted to go tame a mega sloth and slaughter it, or like, you know, any of these things. That would have been nice. That's the other reason I'm miffed. I'm miffed about that. Alright, well, we are starving to death, but I think that's about it for this one. See you guys next time.